Suffice to say, there was a lot of debate over the details of the framework that you released a couple of weeks ago now. In hindsight, are you at all regretful that you weren't able to hammer out more details, that you weren't able to set the income bracket, say, or come up with the parameters here for some of these tax deductions?
Yeah, so no, the answer would be I think the framework is exactly what it needed to be, which is to paint the big, bold, transformational approach we're taking on tax reform, and one that the president can support and House and Senate Republicans can rally around. The details really do need to be filled in by the tax writing committees in the House and Senate, because we're really trying to drive a major middle-class tax cut. We're trying to make sure our Main Street job creators are as competitive as anyone in the world, and so those details matter. We want to make sure we're listening to our families, to our local businesses, and to lawmakers before we finalize those.
I get that, Congressman, but at the same time I hear the din of the debate over who this tax plan is going to benefit. You've heard that din, I'm sure, as well. Couldn't you have quieted that some if you enumerated how more specifically in advance this was going to help the middle class?
Oh, I have to tell you, I think the criticisms of the middle class and the wealthy, those press releases were already written and would have occurred no matter what details they were in there. But at the end of the day, after this budget is signed, sealed, and delivered by the House and Senate, we're going to bring forward that comprehensive tax reform bill with those brackets and details. And then after, for the first time in 31 years, we're going to begin in serious form tax reform.
Let's talk a little bit about the minutiae here. State and local tax deductions in particular. Gary Cohn from the White House has told us here that's not a red line. He's up to some renegotiation. They're up to talking about that. Can you guarantee at this point, from the conversations that you've had with other members and with senators, that we're not going to see a full repeal of the state and local tax deduction?
So here's what I can guarantee. We're going to work hard to make sure we lower tax rates and allow families to keep more of what they earn regardless of where they live. Right now, the current tax code is double taxation at its worst. It taxes Americans first, local taxes, then it raises their federal taxes higher again in double tax, and we want to end that so that we lower rates for everybody. People keep more of what they earn regardless of where they live, and there's just equal treatment. So I'm confident at the end of the day we'll find a good solution going forward.
So the White House doesn't see a red line. Do you not see a red line as well?
So from the standpoint, look, my red line is I want to make America competitive again. I want families and businesses to keep more of what they earn and invest it in their family or their business and get this economy going with bigger paychecks. That's the only red line I've got.